Good morning, Mr. Minette.
Good
Good
morning.
afternoon.
What time is it?
Good afternoon.
It's not even afternoon, it's evening.
Yes.
Let's try one more time. Good evening, Leo.
Good day. Good evening, teacher.
How are you today, Leo?
I'm very good.
I'm glad to hear that. How was your day today? Anything exciting? Anything exciting this week?
No.
Last
What
week,
did you do? I get the dream lens.
say again,
Yeah.
what did you get?
A lens.
Oh, did you get contact lenses?
No dream lens.
A dream lens. What is a dream lens?
Example, contact lens is little bit rough, yes?
Huh?
But dream lens is not rough at all.
Oh, so it's like a smooth lens.
Yes, it's not, it feels nothing.
Oh, good. So you can see nicely with those lenses?
Yes.
Okay, great. Leo, are you ready to start today's class with me?
Yes.
Let's start. I want to start with the schedule, today's schedule. Would you like to do today's schedule? Would you like to write it on the whiteboard?
No, can you?
I will tell you what the schedule is and you can write it. That's okay. I will write it. Today's schedule. We're going to start with news articles. We will read the title of the news articles. We will discuss the new news articles and we will get some new words from those news articles. Then, second, I will show you a PPT. I have a nice PPT that we will
And
read through. Yeah?
my schedule number one. Can you see number one?
No, I cannot see it. I think
Okay, fine. I'll write first.
okay, now I
News
can see. Now I can see it.
is news, and second, what you say it will be PPT, and third. Hmm? Yes, now it works. Now in third, I want to tell about Mudong Mountain.
Mudang Mountain. Interesting. Okay, good. Now this PPT, there are a few things in the PPT that I want to put in the schedule. The first one is there are some key words that we will talk about. Can you, where you wrote PP, you are missing a T, that's okay. Can you draw an arrow like this? Let me draw one arrow. So first, we will discuss some keywords. You can write here keywords. After the keywords, we will read a story. There is a story in the PPT. A short story. It's not long and it's not difficult. It's actually a little bit interesting. And then we will answer some questions about the story. Comprehension questions.
Teacher, a question.
Yes.
In the Lily's channel, I said 292 people watch, but in my channel, 342 people watch.
Also, it's almost the same, about 100 difference.
This teacher between in the Lily Elon Musk, why Lily do like this?
So that was her picture for her thumbnail. Do you remember we did thumbnails? Do you
Yes,
remember what is a thumbnail? Tell me, what is a thumbnail?
to change the background.
Well, to change the picture of the video. Change the picture of the video. All right, Leo, can you review for me what are the three topics for today's schedule? Make a sentence for
Number
each one.
one, we'll talk about three news, and second, we'll talk about PPT, we're gonna see the keywords, story, and comprehension question. And last, we'll talk about mountain moodings.
Okay, let's start. Start with the news articles. The first news article is about a cat that is from France. What's the capital city of France?
From Paris.
Good job, it's Paris. So this cat was from Paris and its family, together they were living in Paris, but the family decided to move to another city called Toulouse. When they moved to Toulouse, the cat didn't like the new home, so it moved back to Paris. But it was a very far walk. It was 600 kilometers away. So it took 13 months. Leo, can you read for me the title? Cat Walks Across?
I was across France to their old home before being ruined. Distant owners. 30 months later, teacher then in the also the family go again the old house.
So what happened was the neighbor at the old house saw this cat and took a photo of it and sent it to the owner. And the owner said, "Yes, that is my cat. Let me come and get it." So they came, they took the cat back to the new house. So I
Mm,
want to look at this word. Can you say for me? Reunited.
Reunited.
Now, what does this word mean? This word means when people or their pets, they spend lots of time away from each other. When they come back together again, they are reunited. So how long did this cat stay away? Well, how long was
For
it
30
missing for?
months.
For 13 months. So after 13 months, they found the cat, they were reunited. Can you say for me? They were reunited after 13 months apart.
They were reunited after after 30 months.
Okay, good. Now, I want to look at the map. Let's go to a map of France. Can you find Paris on this map?
Here.
You found it. Okay, I will draw a circle around Paris. Oh, okay, so that's France. I drew the red circle around Paris. Now,
I
if you,
have a good idea.
yes, what's your good idea?
Wait a minute, teacher.
Capital city of
Paris is
France.
capital city of France.
Very good idea. I like the label. Now, if you look down south, look south of France, there is a city called Toulouse. Can you find Toulouse?
Yes.
It's down south. Now, Toulouse is the name of the new city where the family moved. Do you remember how far apart is Paris and Toulouse?
670 kilometer long.
Okay, it's about 600 kilometers. Good. So, what this cat did was from the new house, it traveled back to Paris.
Didn't the cat walk?
Well, we don't know. How do you think the cat traveled? Do you think it jumped onto a train? Do you think it walked? It was 13 months. Remember, 13 months. It traveled for 13 months. So that's a very long time. How many years is 13 months?
1 year and 1 month.
So that's a very long time. So I think the cat was walking. But how do you think the cat survived?
Maybe I'll get another house and say, "May I get some food?"
So maybe some people gave it some food. Maybe it was hunting. Maybe it caught some mice. What other animals can this cat hunt and eat?
Oh, mouse and
I don't think cats eat ants.
no.
I think the animal must be smaller than the cat. So maybe some squirrels. What other animals are smaller than the cat? They fly. What animals fly?
Like a bird.
Birds, yeah, maybe some birds. Okay, good. So, this is the first article. Let's go to the second article. The second article is about some sandwiches. Leo, my favorite sandwich is a cheese, ham, and tomato sandwich. What's your favorite?
I don't like sandwich.
You don't like sandwiches. Oh, what's your favorite food?
Pizza and chickens.
Pizza and chicken. Okay. So here you can see two photos, the left side and the right side. One photo is from last week, and the other photo is from a very long time ago.
Maybe 150 years ago.
Which one do you think is from last week?
Because
The left or
of
the right
course,
one?
of course, this one because the background is more clear.
Background is clear and it's a color
This
photo.
color.
Yes, good. And the black and white one is from long time ago. Clear and
Yeah,
color.
oh, wait a minute. And this is for why? This is no color.
No color. So that means it was an old camera long time ago.
And there's also like this thing is doesn't seem like now English like a word that we use common.
Oh, I'm glad you are looking at the things inside the photo. What do you think is in that box? Look at the look.
Recipe of sandwiches.
Yes, a recipe for the sandwiches. So that's a jar, and there is some white sauce in the jar. What white sauce do you think it is? What white sauce do you usually put in?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. So actually, this lady, she had a mayonnaise factory. She was selling mayonnaise. And on the left picture, this building is the old mayonnaise factory. It's not working anymore, but here they are making sandwiches. Let's read why they are making sandwiches. Can you read for me? Community makes 10,000.
Community makes 10,000 sandwiches for the needy in one day, honoring legacy of women who did that for soldiers in WWI.
WWI. WWI is World War One. World War One. World War One was in 1914, so very long time ago, 1914.
I know this war. And second, WW2 was in 1945.
Very smart. How did you know that? Did you read some books about
I
it?
learned in a history book.
Oh, you see, you are learning very good things. Now, lots of soldiers fought in World War One. These soldiers need energy. So this lady and her team, they were making sandwiches for the soldiers. They made 10,000 sandwiches every day. On the left picture, they are also making 10,000 sandwiches, but they are not making for the soldiers. Who are they making for?
People.
What people?
Like people in the village.
Also for the needy. The needy means people who are poor, people who cannot afford food, people who don't have money.
Teacher, then these peoples are all poor peoples?
No, no, no. These people are helping to make the sandwiches. They are all in this factory. They are putting the sandwiches together. They are preparing the sandwiches. And
Mm.
then they will deliver the sandwiches to the poor people, to the people who need it. And look how fast they are. 10,000 in one day. Don't you think that's fast?
Yes.
All right, so let's see. Can you name one similar thing, something that's the same in these two photos, and one difference? between these two photos? One
First, I'll
similarity
tell the
and
difference. There's color and there's not. And there's no. This left picture is not giving a sandwiches to the soldier, but the right picture shows that she gave to the soldiers, and the the same thing is in one day they made 10,000 sandwiches.
very good job, Leo. That was a good review. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let me just clear the screen. Now, here you can see a man. He fell into a coma. Now, what is a coma? First,
I don't know.
it's important to know he had a brain disease. He was a little bit sick in the brain. He had a brain disease and he fell into a coma. A coma is when our brain is not working properly and we are sleeping and we cannot wake up. We are unconscious. So this man was sleeping for a very long time. For 1 month, he couldn't wake up. His heart, his lungs, they were working just fine, but he couldn't wake up because he had a brain disease. He was sleeping for 1 month, he couldn't wake up. And after 1 month, he woke up and he discovered something new. He discovered a skill that he had that he never discovered before. He discovered that he was very artistic. He was good with his hands. He can draw, he can paint, he can make things. So let's read. Can you read for me? Dad wakes from.
Dad wakes from coma to discover artist skill he never had before and is now a carpenter and model maker.
Do you know this word carpenter? What does carpenter mean?
I don't know.
Oh, a carpenter is someone who works with wood. He makes things with wood. He can make models, he can make tables, he can make chairs. He's working with wood and can make different things. Leo, what is a coma?
So, coma is something like if you get the brain disease.
So, yes, a brain disease, and then we cannot wake up. We sleep, we
Yes.
cannot wake up. But our body is working, our lungs are working, our organs are working. Can you say for me? A coma is when we cannot wake up even though our organs are working.
Coma is that we cannot wake up for a long time, even our lungs or heart is working.
Do you remember how long was he in a coma for?
Yes, for about 1 month.
1 month. Right, Leo, let's have a look at some of the art that he created. Let's see what you think. Tell me first, are you good at art? Can you draw? Can you paint?
I can paint very good. So
Yeah.
far in the art academy, I made the clay and the paints with G Flip.
Wait, do you have some of this at your house that you can show me?
Oh, can you give a second?
Yeah, I will wait 1 second.
My mom said it is not in my home. I
Oh,
accidentally
oh, really? Maybe it's still at your academy. Next time,
sorry.
next time if you bring it home, you can show us. Let, let's have a look at some of his artwork. Let's see, what do you think of this? So here is a drawing that he did.
Is it? It looks like an ugly person.
You don't like this art?
Yes.
I cannot draw this. I think it's really good.
But the face and the nose is not.
So maybe the person is not looking good, but the art is still good. It's still a really good piece of art. Here is another piece of his art, a model that he made. Can you see
He
this?
made
He made this robot. Remember, he's a carpenter. He made it using wood. This robot, do you recognize it?
no.
It's from a famous movie. The movie is called Star Wars. Have you heard of Star Wars?
I heard, but I didn't watch one time. But in another class, Galaxy Joey likes Star Wars.
Oh, good. You've got some friends that like Star Wars. Yeah, it's a famous movie. And this robot,
Do you know Joey?
say again?
Do you know my friend named Joey?
Yes, of course I know Joey.
He likes Star Wars.
He likes Star Wars? Good. So, let's do a review, Leo. Three news articles. Tell me about
The
the
first
first
one,
one.
the first one is the cat. They the cat liked to stay in the old house, but the family went to another house to a new place. But cat doesn't like this place, so she she or he was for 30 months. It's about it took 670 or 30 kilometers, and another people take a cat and take a picture and send, and or they went to old house again. No, new they take to new house.
All right, good. Can you tell me how do you think the cat survived that 13 months?
They for 99.999999%, he or she will either mouse or rats or bird or get somebody's house and say, can you give me food, please?
How can the cat speak? How can he say, give me some food, please?
Maybe I don't know.
All right, good. That was a good review. Article number two.
Article number two.
It was something.
Ah,
Yeah.
was a people who made 10,000 sandwich in WW1.
What is
They
WW1?
WW1 is the world's biggest award. It was in 1950 and WW2 was in 1945.
All right, so WW1 means World War One. Okay, tell me a
World
little bit more
biggest
about
war. Not
tell me a little bit more about those sandwiches. Who are they making sandwiches for?
one woman made 10,000 sandwiches for soldiers because of the war to survive. But nowadays, they give to poor people, not the soldiers. Because poor people's like people is increasing a lot, so we should give food to survive or become again people.
Okay, so they are very kind that they organize to make all these sandwiches to give to the hungry people. Leo, the third and the last one. What was it about?
It was about uh, uh, a peop a man, and he get a coma, and he woke up, and he knew that he was good at artist, and he's good at making table and stuff of making with wood.
Did he know about the skill before he was in the coma?
No,
No, only after the coma. So he discovered it. What what is a coma?
coma is we sleep and we cannot wake up.
But our body is working fine, right? Lungs.
Yeah, like our lungs or heart.
All right, good. Leo, how many lungs do you have?
Hmm?
How many lungs do you have? How many lungs do I have?
Two lungs.
We have two lungs. We are breathing with two lungs. Good. Leo, do you have any questions for me?
No.
No questions about the three articles.
Yes.
Oh, try think of one question to ask, teacher.
Teacher, then what is the spelling of comma?
The spelling,
Yes.
C-O-M-A, coma.
Wow.
Were you checking? Were you checking if I knew the spelling?
Yes.
All right, Leo, good. So now it's time for break time. I will see you after 3 minutes and then we will continue with class.